Welcome to the Movie Planet. I'm your host, Ethan Downing. This is not just another cynical movie critic's video about why CGI sucks and it's overused and nothing looks real anymore. This video offers a solution. And in short, my solution is film it. Let me explain. In many movies, studios use giant LED walls to display a fake image. They use green screens and digitally add, remove, or replace things that can easily be done on camera. Like how the script is rewritten in post and actors' lips are CGI'd to move differently instead of simply reshooting. Especially since you just need them to stand in front of the green screen again. The solution may seem simple: film what you actually want the final product to look like on set. Don't leave the animators to sit in post-production to finish the last 3/4 of the movie. Build the set you want an animator to create for you, and if you can't build it, make a miniature and shoot it from far away. If you don't like how the miniature looks, then build a really big miniature with lots of detail, like they did in Lord of the Rings. Find practical and physical solutions to computer-generated problems. Many people in the past have stood by CGI when compared to the shortcomings of its physical effects counterpart. It would be very easy for someone to compare 1933 and 2005 King Kong and say the 2005 one was more realistic. And you'd be right. But in all reality, everything done in King Kong 2005 can be done today using physical effects like suitmation, or suit animation, that was used in Godzilla for so many years, stop motion, but with today's cutting-edge innovations in animatronics. If you don't believe me, then check out a few of these clips, with the first being from Godzilla Final Wars, the last Godzilla to use a suit. Many people who say you need to use CGI to make something look real haven't seen Jurassic Park. One of the biggest ways filmmakers could make something look real that wouldn't require expensive animatronics and wouldn't require a team of special effects makeup artists is filming on location. Don't use billion-dollar equipment like LED volume walls to make a warehouse look like the desert when you can just go to the desert. You don't have to worry about making the desert look real because it is real. That would help with indexicality. Indexicality is, for those of you who don't know, the direct physical and causal link between the filmed subject and the image. It can mean different things in different contexts. In the film setting, I take it to mean that generally, if an image really took place, it has a low indexicality, versus the Avengers Endgame, that has computer-generated characters, costumes, worlds, and multiverses that cannot and will not be considered real. That has a high indexicality. I think this principle applies to images that are meant to look realistic, but they're not. Even if you think an image is real, your brain won't register it as such. If there is a video of a man walking through the forest and in the distance he sees a grizzly bear and just keeps walking, your brain will recognize the difference between an actor in front of an LED wall with a CGI bear and an actor put in a real forest with a legitimate bear out of its cage. Your brain may go through the cycle of fight or flight empathetically for the actor in your subconscious, even if the images are identical. Also, the fix-it-in-post mentality towards filmmaking is against the spirit of movie magic. For example, if I was a magician who did sleight of hand tricks and videotaped them, then put them on YouTube, but instead of doing the tricks, I used VFX to recreate the tricks and make the tricks look real, all the while knowing that if I wanted to, I could just do the tricks for real and just videotape it. Why not do what Christopher Nolan did in The Dark Knight and actually flip an 18-wheeler in the heart of Chicago? Then just use VFX to take out the piston rod that flipped the truck. You could actually make the legend a reality. And yes, an argument for CGI and VFX is cost. And I get it when it comes to low-budgeted productions, but to studios that have the financial freedom to actually film it for real in camera versus fix it in post, I would recommend filming it for real and making movie magic. And using VFX as a tool to aid in real stunts, real stop motion, real props, and real animatronics. Not as a tool to replace art, but to enhance it. CGI has turned from a useful tool to a cheap, fake-looking, overused shortcut, with overstaffed and underpaid animation teams pressured to do rushed work. This is not to say that VFX in animation is not an art. It definitely is. And animation has its place in movie history and the long history of animated films. But I highly doubt the VFX artist who removed Henry Cavill's mustache from Justice League felt like an artist while he was doing it. I think directors and artists know this, but because a corporate entity is spending hundreds of millions of dollars on projects, few decisions are ever singular.
Because I don't know how anyone else feels, but I think these car chases in these movies in the 90s and the 2000s with all this CGI going on is crap. Absolute crap. Yeah. Part of the thing about this movie, there is no CGI in these chases whatsoever.
Wanted imagery that has beauty but threat to it. Computer graphics tend to be, they can feel a bit anodyne, a bit safe. That's why they're tough to use in horror movies, for example. But challenging my team to use real methods, some of them microscopic and tiny, some of them absolutely vast.
A lot of projects will bend at the arm of commercialism and consumerism. Studios would rather have actors stand in front of the screen to keep the slop factory running at full capacity. Because passion projects like Secondhand Lions don't make money. Jurassic World Rebirth makes money. Let me know in the comments what you think of CGI and its place in movies. Check out some of my other videos. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.